Okay guys, so for this pattern, what I did was a row of 2 of just knitting. So I cast on 53 stitches and then I had knit 2 rows, which is optional. So you don't have to knit 2 rows, you can just start with the row that I'm starting with, or you can knit 2 rows. And I only knitted 2 rows is because I wanted to do some type of border around my dishcloth. I'm using the cotton denim yarn for this particular design, and I'm using the sugars and cream. I'm not sure what color this is, but it's the sugar and cream yarn, and you can get it from Joann's, Michael's, probably AC Moore or whatever yarn stores near you, or craft store. You're also going to need a double pointed needle. For this project, I am using US 8 5mm needles, but you can use a needle of your choice. So our first row here is going to be knit 3. So I'm going to knit 3. We're then going to knit 2 together. Yarn over, knit 2 together. For our repeat row, we're going to yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, slip, slip, knit. So you're going to slip one as if you were going to knit it, slip another one as if you were going to knit it. You're going to go through those first 2, and then you're going to knit. So we're then going to knit 2, purl 1, and knit 2. And this is called the 2 wrap knot. And what I like to do is I'm just going to turn it around, and I'm going to take those 5 stitches off and put it onto my double pointed needle. I'm going to turn it back around. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your working yarn and you're going to wrap it twice counterclockwise. So We're going to wrap once, and then we're going to wrap again. We're going to put these back onto our right needle. And I just give it a little tug so it can be a little tight. We're then going to knit two together. Yarn over and knit two together. So we're going to repeat that one more time. We're going to yarn over, knit one, yarn over, slip, slip, knit. Wrap two knot, or two wrap knots. So we're going to knit two, purl one, knit two, turn your work around, take those 5 off. Doing a wrap once and then twice. Transfer it back over. Then you're going to knit two together. Yarn over and knit two together. So, depending on how many stitches you put on your needle for this project, you will repeat our repeat row of 12 stitches until you reach your last 9 stitches, because then we'll do something else. So continue on with your repeat row, and then I'll be back for the last 9 stitches. Okay, so for your last 9 stitches, you're going to yarn over, knit one, yarn over, slip, slip, knit, and you're going to do your 2 wrap knot. Now, I'm sure that you notice I have an additional 3 stitches left. That's because for this, I'm just, like I said, I want to do an additional border around my project. And this is really just like an experimental thing, so I'm just going to see how it comes out. But I'm going to give you the actual direct pattern. And if you choose to follow along how I'm doing it, great. If not, that's fine too. So there's no big deal. You don't have to have the same stitches, but for those of you who do have the same amount of stitches, the only thing that I'm doing with the last 3 is I'm just going to knit them. So for our next row, we are going to purl all of our stitches, and a purl is just consisting of going through the front, making sure that your yarn is in front, and then looping over. So you're just going in through the front leg, loop over with your yarn in front, and you just purl all the way until the end. So as you're purling, when you get to a situation like this one, where you have like this little knot with your legs, you're still just gonna go in, push that leg a little bit downward, and then just purl. And then you just continue on. Okay, for our next row, we want to knit. We want to yarn over, knit, slip, slip knit, then we're going to purl 2, and for our repeat row, we're going to purl 3, 1, 2, 3, then we're going to knit 2 together, we're going to knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, slip, slip knit, and then we're going to purl 2. So we're going to do that one more time. We're going to purl 3. We're then going to knit 2 together. We're then going to knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, slip, slip knit, and purl 2. And then you're going to repeat until you get to your last 9 stitches, or if you're following me, until you get to your last 12 stitches.